When starting your first project on Strella, your first step is to start with your discussion guide. You'll have three options. You can either start from scratch, drafting your guide from the ground up. You can paste an existing guide. If you've already written a guide outside of the Strella platform, you can paste it here, and the AI will also be sure to section it out as it best sees fit if you haven't already done so. Or you can use our Generate with AI and get a guide tailored to your research objectives. For today's purposes, I'm going to use our Generate with AI. And after you click that, you'll be able to tell the AI moderator what type of interview you're trying to create to better tailor the discussion to those objectives. So the first is discovery research, understanding your target audience, their needs, and market landscape. Concept testing, exposing images or videos to test new ideas with potential users and customers. Navigating the customer journey, understanding how customers make decisions and navigate that buying purchase. Usability testing, assessing how easy and effective your product is to use. Or defining a custom research project and letting the AI tailor the discussion guide to your specific needs. Today, we'll be focusing on usability testing. After clicking Next, you'll define your research objectives. Here, we have a study focused on parents who are purchasing in the baby food category and how they do that online and in store. Once you hit Submit, you'll be taken to a screen that looks just like this one. And here is the guide that the AI generated for me. You can take a first pass and scroll through and edit as you see fit. If you'd like to delete anything, you can click on these three dots on the right-hand side of any question, or you can duplicate for easy revising throughout. You can also drag and drop to rearrange at the question level, or you can also drag and drop entire sections. When writing your discussion guide, there's many types of stimuli that you can add. By clicking the plus sign here next to any section that's already been built, you can add something below. You can add questions, which is a lot of what you see here, which is where the AI asks the question out loud to the participant. And the really great thing about questions is the ability to ask follow-up questions. When you add a question, first you'll type it here, and then you can toggle on or off dynamic follow-ups for any of the questions. And you'll see this little icon on the right-hand side to indicate any of your questions where dynamic follow-ups are turned on. So looking at this example that I have here, first we're asking them about their most recent baby food purchase and what type of food it was. I have my dynamic follow-ups turned on. I can choose the depth that the AI moderator will probe to either be low, medium, or high, depending on how much you want to probe on a specific topic. And you can also add follow-up instructions for the moderator. So here I wanted to specifically know more about other categories that are most regularly purchased and if they rely on any subscription services. Or you can leave this section blank and the AI will intuitively follow up based on your discussion guide and your objectives. The great thing about dynamic follow-ups is that no two interviews are the same. Other types of stimuli you can add are a task, having participants complete a task. So within a usability test, perhaps opening a website and navigating through a specific flow. Having the AI moderator read out a statement, providing instructions or details, which can be really helpful in keeping the participant on track. A statement, having the AI moderator read out text to provide instructions or details, which can be really helpful in keeping the participant on track throughout the entire interview. Providing more structure, so dragging and dropping in your section dividers. Randomization, adding logic and creating sections for different paths so that different criteria will prompt the moderator to ask different questions. Quantitative survey elements, including a multiple choice question, whether that is single select or multi-select, and a ranking choice, as well as lots of different types of media, including a Figma prototype, a website, an image or video, or embedding any custom content. Once your discussion guide is completed, you can come up to this menu in the center of the page and generate AI suggestions by clicking on this check mark. This will have the AI read through your discussion guide and provide any further suggestions to make sure that the research is as strong as it can be, including making recommendations on dynamic follow-ups or calling out anywhere a question might be leading, or any housekeeping items, including flagging missing questions, or if you are meant to have media embedded anywhere that might have it missing. After cleaning up your suggestions, the last thing you'll do before publishing is preview your interview, which you can do by clicking on the 3 buttons here next to the Publish button and clicking Preview. This will allow you to take the interview as a participant and do a little bit of QA before going live.